I am almost subbed to this wonderful content for a whole year. I can't wait for that amazing milestone to hit me.
Oh no. Hello. Welcome to Max Stream. Hi. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, so you gotta understand that there's... Listen. Shen told me that there is like literally... Hi, it's me. Hello. So Shen told me that from her meeting Vana to finishing the game was about 19 hours of stream. So, with that in mind, I know I said in Discord this might be the penultimate one. I'm not sure. Still got 3 levels to go, plus all the level 90 content. So, no idea. I put on face cam because this is reaction content, and reaction content, well, let's just say you need a face cam. People like to see your face. And I've also stolen this straight from Zumi, so you can thank her for this. Stolen the idea of you know, of the comedic zoom in. The comedic zoom in. Ow! My microphone attacked me. Ow. Yeah, I know it's not the first time I've done a face cam, but it's a comedic zoom in. Yeah, exactly. I also stole this from her, which, you know, is a good idea. It's a good idea, but I'm not going to use it until she says that it's okay, because I feel bad about just like straight up ripping wholesale from her. I feel bad about just straight up like ripping wholesale from her stream layout, but it's good. So at the very least, I want to have the like. I've been thinking about doing the big face zoom for a while, but yeah. But this specifically, this is definitely a Sammy thing. Yeah, I've been, because like literally, I was introduced to the concept of the comedic zoom in by Librizzi like 5 years ago when he used to stream the culling, and he would be like, he'd say like someone would tell like a bad joke in chat, and he'd be like ha 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 ha, like, you know, like that. So this has been a long time coming. And I want to get into the habit of doing a few more facecam streams because I feel like doing that is fun. And also people tend to like it. And also it means that I'm not hiding behind not having a camera, because I do hide a lot. I hide a lot. I tend to not have a camera because I just don't want to be perceived. But I want to break out of that shell a little bit. So, hi everyone, welcome to Max Stream. I don't think I've ever seen anyone teleport that didn't have the effect around them before. Or maybe I've just never paid attention. I just saw a floating bunny boy. But yeah, this does mean that like my chat is like, you know, my chat cover, like if I wanted it to be the same size as my chat cover, I'd have to like stretch it out super big, so you can't like see all of my inventory, like you can't see how much money I have or anything. Or like the state that my inventory's in, which honestly, probably a good thing. That's 1, 2. Hey. Do I get a title for extracting materia? No. Okay. No, I don't. I do not. I do not. Alas. God, I've got a lot of maps to do. I've got a lot of exploring to do. Gotta get all my ether currents too. Oh, my phone's breaking. That's not good. How much out of 175? What? How much is my inventory? My inventory full? 100 out of 140. My armory chest is in a state. My armory chest is in a real state. I really need to get rid of some of these. I need to, like, glamour dresser some of these, actually. Actually, I could do that now. I can do that now while I'm still waiting. While we're still sort of introducing. We're kind of introducing, you know, we're still in the introductory stage. The Baldessian Annex. My glam dresser was full, but I realized that a lot of the stuff that I had in there can actually be stored in the armoire. So that's where I stored it instead. I put it all in the armoire. And actually, this is not the way to the... This isn't this... No, this is not this. So if you have artifact gear, like especially level 45 gear, like level 45 class specific gear, like the coral set for Bard and the not cool, you know, the not level 50 Dragoon armor, you can put that in your armoire. I also just had a lot of crap in there. Just a lot of stuff that, like, I'd left over from ARR and, like, times where I didn't really... Yeah, the time before... The before time. Oh, I could also check out the new hairstyle, yeah. 175 is the retainers, yeah. My inventory is not as bad as it used to be. It's, like, the thing that takes up the most space is, like, just kind of, like, deep dungeon and, like, Boja stuff. And then also, like, dyes. Just, like, a lot of dyes and, like, food and potions. And then just, like, crap, you know? Like, I don't need any of this shit anymore. Like, we don't need any of this stuff anymore. We don't need this. Like, we don't need Deep Shadow, anything at all. We don't need any of this. None of this is necessary. Yeah, like, artifact gear stuff as well. I don't need this either. Because this is just for... This was just for augments, wasn't it? Buying this shit, like the Puppets coin and the Breach... Like the Nia coins, they were just for... God. I feel like... I really wish that there was something you could... Like, there was like, a reason to collect them. To have, like, old gear stuff. Because, like, old Alliance raid materials, because, like, there's just no reason to have them. Like, maybe at least, like, trade them in for, like... What have we got for, like, time stones? Actually, I haven't checked. Do we have the second time stone yet? Yeah, so, like, instead of, you know, aphorism, or, like, instead of astronomy, you can just get, like, the aphorism ones. Like, trade in old Alliance raid shit for aphorism. You know, for the second tier, or poetics, I guess. If you really wish. Some of them in Heavenswood could be traded for musical minions. Okay. Maybe. Can you guys see my makeup, by the way? I was trying to wear some, like, Year of the Tiger theme. But I fear that, like, me having an orange lamp, it's like, you know, because if I turn the lamp off, it's like, I can't see anything, you know? But, like, I have an orange or, like, a yellow lamp, so it, like, it just makes me look like I'm jaundiced. Which I am, but, you know. It makes me look like I'm jaundiced, which I am, but it's, you know, that's neither here nor there. Hi, Viz. Who does sexy lady on cam? I don't know. Where? Yeah, just like, you know, maybe trade in like, if you could trade in like, you know, like the Puppets coin, like not like all of them, but like maybe for the Shadowbringers raids, like the Alliance raids, you could trade them in trade in the coins for like aphorism, or like, you know, or when the next one after astronomy comes out, trade them for astronomy. You know, just trade them for like the second tier, you know, the second tier tomestone. So they're not like as useful as they were in the last expansion. You can't get like, you know, a high eye level stuff that normally you'd have to do Savage to do, but like you can still get something, you know, or like they're just worth something, you know, instead of it just being like, you know, your retainers are just full of like, you know, garbage. Like, you know, your retainers are full of a fucking coil of the, or like, you know, cog of the father, spring of the sun. Like, just, you know, crap that you don't need or want. Like, what am I looking for? Mainly my shoes. My shoes are the big issue right now. I've got too many shoes. And in the interests of such things, put those in there. Just put them in. Put them in. There we go. I have more space now. Song of the Creator, exactly. All right, let's try this like Alamegan or Girabanian rather hairstyle on our girl, because I want to see what she looks like. You can also all see how much I anxiously look at chat as well. Where is it? Oh, Rainmaker. Here it is. Bell Raleigh with her hair down though. Wait, this is fucking Mama Levia's hair. Ah, yes. Noctis. I don't know. Don't know. 14 comes back on sale on the 25th, yeah. Or the 26th. 25th, 26th. Either one of those times. Choose your time as you wish. I don't know. She looks too young. Or is that just me? Is this just me being very attached to how my character look? Like, it looks too... It's too big. Like, I want to like it, I just wish it was like a little smaller. A little less boofy. You know, a little less boofy. Be a good beach hairstyle. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she looks too young with it. She looks too young. This is like college girl Belle Raleigh. I don't know. It's weird. Weird. Oh, hey. That's your Stola hair. Belle Raleigh goes to college. Finally. Someone finally paid her tuition. Fucking Asahi haircut. Pompadour, yeah. Nice. Nice. This is actually what her hair used to be. It used to be this ponytail, which I really like. I still really like it on her. Mullet, yeah. This is her original hair when she was an elf, when she was an Alizen. Yeah, I do have a lot of hairstyles. That's kind of what they get for being one of the oldest races. You know, I want to like the dread style, but like the texture is bad. The actual texture, like the texture itself is so low quality. Like I wish I could have like a high definition version of this texture, and then I'd be happy with it. Then I'd like it a lot more, but right now it just doesn't look good. You desperately try not to rub off my eyeliner while also trying to itch my eye. Oh, that's Fordola. Wait. This was her hairstyle at the beginning of Shadowbringers, actually. She had this one for a while, too. For a while, I say. It was like for 30 seconds. And this one was like super good. I loved this one. I loved this one on her. Yep. Oh, my eyes so itchy. Yeah, I think with certain glamours that it would look better, but I don't know. I like this one. This one, I don't know. This one is still her, I guess. Maybe go ponytail for a bit, you know. She's like a Justinian now. Let's see how it looks with the armor on. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad with like the actual armor on. It's sort of, it looks less big. Now that we've like zoomed it out a little bit. Bam. I just don't like how, I hate how glossy this is. There's one major thing with like the lip coloring is how glossy it is. I don't like how shiny it is. It's so shiny and it doesn't look right to me. Oh yeah, Bellarelli has every facial feature. Any long braids? I don't think so. This is kind of a long braid. But it has this like style, which isn't at all her, to be honest. I'm a little bit obsessed with this. A little bit. I'm liking this a little bit. Okay, we'll go with the Garabanian one for a little while, and we can change it back if we want. Great length is nice because it's like, whenever a character has their hair up, there has to also exist a version of them with their hair down. Oh my god, the fucking shaders don't help either, Jesus Christ. Windcaller? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Alright, it's too cool for a mullet. Sorry, I need to stretch my arms. Okay. So, in the interests of so what was I doing? Go to the world unsundered. Yes, we still had this quest to do. And I was under the impression that we were quite nearly finished. But or like finished with Elpis, but maybe there's more. I don't know. I've been reacted to with you know, some smill emotes rather than anything helpful. So yeah, exactly like that. Also, can we talk about the games? Let's go. I've been working out more lately, and I'm very proud of myself. Or at least I've been working on my arms a bit more. I've been working on my upper body a bit more. I've been taking advantage of the fact that my testosterone is really high right now. And using it to build some muscle. Just a little bit, but, you know.
Oh no. What did I get myself into?
DJ, thank you so much for hosting the stream. Thank you. Alright, let us bound along with our little sheep. Does this hairstyle make her look smaller as well? Just because it's so big on her. Make my face a bit. Does the chat cover need to be that wide? It's under me right now. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Cool. How small does it need to be? How small can I make this? Like that small. That's the maximum smallness I can make myself. I just went right past her. I'm so sorry. Small like Kira. I did not need to know that. Didn't need to know. Didn't need to know. Didn't need to know that at all. But thank you. Benai's watching you in quiet contemplation. Like, you look different. Well, Rally, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for this misguided determination, or to convince Emet-Selg and Hythlodaeus that they may have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more, and I will see you to the doors of Propylaeon. Okay. We walk. Well, this isn't really us walking together, but you know what? It's okay. That's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you, Vinod. I still feel like an idiot. I am so orange today. Look at me. Why is everything is orange? Can I fix this? Can I make myself look less orange? Because I look jaundiced, and though I do suffer from jaundice, this is not quite this bad. It's not like it literally turns me. Ah! 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 Eh! Oh God, Jesus! Ah! 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 This is Instagram filter max. Instagram filter max right here. Nope. Okay, no. The answer is no, apparently. The answer is no. No, I cannot. What if I just... There we go. Easy. It just makes me look like I'm dead. I just look dead now. Ah! Okay. So... Okay, wait, maybe... You know, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it how it is. Make myself sharper, apparently. Sharpness. Bull. It literally doesn't look any different. Thank you. White balance. White balance is like nothing. Turn it down. Turn it down. I look a little bit more. Gain. Ah! 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 Bald! Bald! Okay. You know what? It's fine. I'll just leave it like this. I'll just leave it. Maybe being orange is the best option. Edits the color balance and use that as a source instead of direct camera. That sounds really... Sounds really boring. Sounds boring. Sounds like work. Ugh. Streaming's not a job. No one told me I had to do work. Get rid of me. I'm just kidding. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. The thing is, I don't have a very good webcam anyway. Like, most streamers that do this whole webcam setup, like most professional streamers, they use like an actual camcorder instead of just a webcam, which is what I'm using because I don't do face cam very often. So it's just a case of working with what we have here, really, more than anything. Also, somebody commented on my bandana earlier, and I want to say thank you. I like having my bandana. My bandanas are very useful tools to keep the hair out of my eyes. But they do their best, at least. I discovered I can't wear bandanas at work because they count as hats. They count as hats instead of accessories. So I'm just gonna have to deal with my hair being in my eyes the whole time, or I'm gonna have to like get some hairbands. But like my hair is so difficult to tie up because there's just so much of it. There's just a lot of it. It's hard to like get a grip around it, you know? There's a lot of it and it doesn't straighten out very well, so it doesn't cooperate with hair ties very well. And also I'm bad at tying my hair as well, to be honest. I'm bad at tying knots when I can't see them. So no! No! Go away! Hang on a second. Is this Lisa's hairstyle? Is that why it's Garabanian hair? Wait, hang on. This isn't Lisa. No, it's not Lisa's hairstyle at all. No, Lisa has a fringe. Garabanian plait. Where the fuck? Is it not seen on an NPC anywhere? It's seen on Galeen. Yeah, yeah. I know it's seen on Galeen, yeah. I was wondering if it was, like, seen on anybody else. As to why, specifically, it's called a Garabanian plait, but I guess it's just a Garabanian plait. Are you guys still arguing? These researchers are from the academia and it is words of Halmer. Hal is in the game? Oh my god! It's Hal! Your time in this age is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Vanar, several cutscenes were playing. It's recommended that you set aside time. Okay. Monk ass. Monk ass indeed.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Yes, this is where we part ways.
May you and yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control.
Yep, probably.
I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold.
Oh, is this how her own convocation appears, huh?
Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. Were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the convocation.
And then this is how the followers of Vana appear.
Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friend's memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
Damn. Rough out here.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandania.
Yeah. Still becomes Van Daniel. And the final days happen. The world sunders. Ah, shit.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer Hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark.
Including Hythlodaeus.
And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion.
To live is to suffer.
Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
Just like Mattia's prayer.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours again. A world free of sorrow.
No, it will
Oh
not.
my god, my eyes are so itchy.
For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
It won't work. It's just not gonna work.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
They just couldn't let it go.
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk. All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Fuck.
A conjunction
Shit.
has begun to form. An intertwining of your time and mine.
Haha. I joined at the best time. Did you enjoy your time?
When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Damn it, I cried my eyeliner off. Ugh. So that was more like an awe cry. It wasn't like a sad cry, it was like a holy fuck, this is so fucking cool. This is like tragic and beautiful kind of cry. That was fucking beautiful. Here it is. Final Fantasy Cry 14. Yeah, that wasn't a that wasn't like a sad cry. And that certainly wasn't like a, you know, like during the conversation with Vanar where she asks like, has your journey been good? Thank you, Aqua, and thank you, Hasty, as well. Thank you, Aqua, for the 8 months, and thank you, Hasty, for the 11 months, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking the has it been good convo with Vanar, that was really something. That was last stream, and that is the first time this X-Pack has made me openly weep. I'm kind of glad I didn't have face cam on because I was ugly crying. Like, I was actually just straight up weeping. I was like just weeping straight on. Like, literally, yeah, just lost composure. That was more like I teared up because I was just so moved. Yeah, the monologue, yeah. I teared up and like, you know, I started to cry, but like I didn't cry. But I still count it because I did tear up and I did shed tears. So like it was, yeah. Holy shit. Just she leaves us, her most beloved disciple. Trusts us. Like, she trusts us so much. She then, in that moment, she knows that she can't be the one. She's not gonna save the world. And so she just has to set the stage for us to be able to do it. And just poetry. The fact that answers is her answer. Like, we've always known that it's a song sung from the perspective of Hydaelyn, but that extra context makes it just so much more moving. And she's known this whole time, yeah. It all started as picking up a random crystal. Yeah. Just, the hear, the feel, the think. Hear, feel, think. Thou must live, die, and know. Yeah, the answer to the question. Yeah, the answer to the question. It's her answer to the question. Answers is her answer to the question of why do you live? And it's like the song, you know? The time travel arc is a closed loop. Yep, it's a complete it comes all the way back. Full circle. Just like, and we know that this, like, the fact that, honestly, like, I thought it was kind of like, ugh, you know, I was like, ugh, I can't believe they're doing the whole, like, we are Hydaelyn reincarnated thing. It's like, nope, we're not. They're not. That's completely not what they did. It's like, nope, we are. I'm kind of sad we didn't get to meet ourselves, though. I'm kind of sad we didn't get to meet Azim. Like, or Azim. Like, I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to meet, like, ourselves. Like Azim in the past, but, like, it would fuck everything, probably. Just, like, Answers has always been, like... Yeah, I do like that they keep it vague, because that means that you can project, like, whatever you want. Like,
Oh no. What did I get myself into?
Thank you, Cyrus Bane, for the raid. Thank you. Yeah, it lets people imagine, yeah. But like, I personally wish that we had. Just because, like... But then again, like, because my character isn't the Warrior of Light, the Warrior of Light is just whatever they say it is. Like, so... It would hurt people's perception of the character. Of their character. Yeah, I know that, yeah. I know that much. You love the art, but at the same time, there was a part of me that was heartbroken that's like, we've literally always been part of a cycle that's doomed to repeat. I want to save the world untended. I mean, you can't. It just is how it is. Like, the whole, like, traveling back and, like, that would just, yeah, it's... The thing about this is that, the thing about this arc is that, like, yeah, that was never gonna happen. Like, the fact that you feel the tragedy of losing the world unsundered is probably a good thing, because that's, like, kind of the point. That's, like, why they show it to us, I think. That's why they show it to us, to show... Partially why they show it to us is to show us what the Ancients lost. But, like... The world unsundered... The society that the Ancients had was a society running from inevitability. It was a society running away from... You know, like we can see why Emmett loved it so much, and like why everyone wanted it back, like why the Convocation wanted it back. But it's like, you can't have it. You just can't have it. It's, you know, like it's a world, yeah, it's a world where they run from the dark parts, and that is its undoing in the end. In the end, the fact that they never acknowledged and never, like, came to terms with the fact that living is suffering is, you know, or that suffering is a natural part of life, and that it, like, everyone in some respect has to go through the hardship and pain and struggle, like, no matter who they are. And people that try to run from that are just doomed to be undone by that attempt. That's exactly why the final days happened. You know? It was because of a wholly incurious society. A society, like, entirely incurious and unwilling to ask difficult questions about itself. In the end, that fact ends up driving someone to feel so alienated that they take it upon themselves to find answers to those questions without the perspective required to do so, and then end up undoing themselves. Yeah, if they just kept up sacrificing people for that paradise, they would have ended up like all of the other stars. Yeah, exactly. And Vanar knew. Vanar and us. The only two people that knew about it was us and Vanar. And so, of course, Vanar took it upon herself to make herself the enemy in the eyes of her people in order to save them from themselves. Or in order to save the world. And you might think that because the world did become sundered, it wasn't saved, but like, it was either that or it would cease to exist entirely. It was either sunder the world, like, because by this point it was too late. Either sunder the world and let it continue to live, or just let it die entirely. You know? And unlike, you know, semi-tempered Emmett, Vanar sees the value. Vanar saw that their society was flawed, and also sees the value in life outside of it. Whereas, you know, Emmett was so consumed by his grief, he refused to admit that there was anything worth it, because he wanted his world back so much, because he didn't see any of the problems while he was there. He didn't see any of the problems. And by the time he would have realized the problems, it would have been too late. It would have been too late for him to do anything about it. So, this makes sense to why Laha Reyes saw Hydaelyn as the root of all evil. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It makes sense. Retroactive foreshadowing, yeah. They take like a fairly meh story from ARR and like turn it into something that's actually really good, but only in hindsight, which is kind of a shame. Anyway, let's get out of here. I'm a little bit sad we didn't spend more time in the first, though. Like, I know we just had an entire expansion in the first, but like, the fact that the final days just like isn't happening here, and that there's nothing like, the only person that's really seeing any of it is Reen. I kind of wish that we'd spent more time here in the Crystarium at least. You know, just a little bit. We know Azim. Yeah, we know Azim opposed Zodiac, yeah. We missed Reen and Guy's festival. Me too, hello? I wanted to see Reen and Guy's festival. It's not like this expansion isn't used to giant tonal shifts. You know? It's not like a giant tonal shift is, didn't side with either. I don't know if they didn't side with either. I'm pretty sure they did support Vanar in the end. Though, to be honest, not being on the or like stepping down from the convocation is kind of a... What is this? What is this Twitter link? Do not squander it. Yeah, yeah. They didn't side with the sun running? Okay. They were likely trying to find entirely. I see. Right, okay. I see. Why it was the convocation of 13? Wait, what? You remember the Anida flashback, someone commenting on Azim being missing? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Not there to support Vanar. Okay. The Ascians called it 13, and the fact that there was 14 was a... I swear Elidibus calls it the Convocation of 14. In, like, the cutscene before Seat of Sacrifice. No, okay, that's not fucking it. Fucking, I had it in my, like, the line is in my Shadowbringers tribute video. Let me find it. For all of this shit.
Mystery of the Convocation of 14.
Yeah. Oh, like post Heavensward? Oh, okay. Right, I see. Okay. Yeah, you see, you can tell I wasn't paying attention back in Heavensward. You can tell that I wasn't paying any attention in Heavensward. Because I just didn't. Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. How many shards are left right now? Like, 5? There's like 5 shards left. 6? Yeah, something like that. Well, actually, yeah, there was 13 shards. Yeah, there was 13. Wait, 13 shards and then 7 calamities. So each calamity was a rejoining of another shard. So yeah, 5. Wait, 7, 13. Yeah, 7 rejoining, then 1. Yeah, and then the 13th one became the void. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, sorry. I forgot to include the -1 in my, yeah, 13 reflections plus 1 source. And then, yeah, the 13th shard was lost to the void. AU where Highland speedruns Endwalker by sundering the shards into 7 to get the right ether dynamis balance immediately. Oh my god. Yeah. Also, just the fact that, like, Hydaelyn was just Vanar was just covered in blood and, like, dirt. And, like, she had been struggling for so long that it had all just become blackened as well. Backwards long jumping to Medion? Oh, no. Just, yeah, like, fuck. That cutscene was raw, man. That was a raw cutscene. Why'd they do this like that? No help. Help. Skirting the age rating by not having it be bright red. I guess, yeah. I guess having, like, you can show, like, you know, small cuts and, like, small amounts of blood, and this game frequently does. But, yeah, maybe Vanar drenched head to toe in red might have been a bit much. Might have been a bit much for the T for T rating. T for T rating. T for T rating. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I need to pee because I just drank like all of my cola. I'll be right back. Hello. Hello. Sorry. My headphones, like my new headphones, they have like a detachable wire. And it came out and I couldn't find where the actual wire had gone. The wire had just like disappeared on me, so I was looking for it. Sorry, I'm also texting. Texting. Like some kind of fucking millennial. Okay. Anyway, have we all emotionally processed that today? Because we're gonna need to. What are you all doing there? Oh, you were doing chair stream. Right, I see. Tataru! You have a knack for turning up exactly when needed, and this is no exception. Thank you, Tataru. Just didn't tell me what it was about, though. Well, Raleigh, impeccable timing as always. I'd heard you were off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as so often seems to be the case, while you were away we've had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. Oh boy. Carrying our song. Does it have a title? El Piferos. Oops, Legacy. The Ambitious Angler. I like big fish and I cannot lie. Holy shit. Okay. God damn, I got like a lot of titles that I've just never done, Sheesh. Okay. It's Haria. No, not today. So, have you learned aught more of the final days? Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea, Kryle. Then the journey was worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Unfortunately, during your time in the first, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged, trying to contain the spread of blasphemies, but it's a losing battle. Try and ascertain the where and why of it. Alizé and Alphino have been travelling all over. Of all the regions they visited, Locus Amoenus is the one of the worst affected. Thancred, Estinian, and Graha took a detachment of allied soldiers there to offer aid and succor to those in need. But the province is vast. They've only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but a drop in the bucket at best. Oof. In the meantime, Ishtola and Master Matoya have been making a concerted effort to establish contact with Hydaelyn in the ethereal sea, but to no avail. As for Tataru and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the Forum. From what we gather, they've been constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon, an ambitious project that has likely been years, if not decades, in the making. However, since we've seen no sign of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. Big fish. You'll also recall the proposal issued by Master Fortuno to the people of Radzatan. Following their discussion, Ritra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wish to evacuate to accept the Forum's invitation. So far, so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently, the Forum caught wind of the lunar teleporter in the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of their mysterious ship. Therefore, to secure safe passage for the Hanish refugees to the tower, Alphino, Alizé, Estinian, and Graha travelled to Garlemald not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly the safest place to begin with, and now... Final days have come to Garlemald. Okay. Oh boy. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Fortuneau. Then panic broke out, and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the link shell went completely silent, we can only assume the phenomenon has spread to the capital. Oh, great. The others need you, Belrally. Please, you must help them. Gotta take off that ring. It's ridiculous. Having you there will make all the difference, I'm sure of it. Camp Broken Glass was their first port of call, so you best start there. Hopefully Lucia will know where they are. There's no telling what you'll be walking into, so you'd best take every possible precaution. Oh boy. Oh boy. I guess it was only inevitable, huh? Ugh, it's so expensive. It's so expensive to go Blaze 8. Ugh, it's not even like cheaper. Sheesh. See the limbs of shit for 300. See the pricing. No. 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 I'm not gonna stand here all day, get Aetheryte tickets. Oh shit, you're right. Wait. You're right, you're right, you're right. Fuck. You can get them from grand companies, can't you? Aetheryte tickets? Or am I stupid? That is. You're a high enough rank. What do I need to be? First Storm Lieutenant? You get it from hunt marks? I don't fucking have any hunt marks. You get reimbursed for teleports through quest rewards. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense, actually. Oh, they're just to teleport to the barracks? Oh. I mean, helpful, but... I thought you could get them for fucking... Lame! Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. How many things do I have? Some. Allied seals, other. Ah! Easy. Easy. They're very cheap. Okay. The Masked Carnival from Blue. Oh, I've done a fair bit of the Masked Carnival. I've done like a fair bit of them. Wait, open teleport settings. Aetheryte tickets. Confirm for all costs above guild allowance. Okay, and then my guild allowance will be like 600. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually very fun. Always used for cost above guild allowance. Wait, no, yeah. There you go. That's very fun, actually. I like that a lot. That's cool and fun. That's cool and fun. Now I have 169 remaining. Wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Bro, why it always fucking raining? Why it always raining? Why it's so rainy here, huh? What happened? It's almost like it's the end of the world or something. Honestly. Where the fuck am I going? Am I being stupid? Wait. Wait, I can fly here. I forgot. Whee! Take me, Spriggan. Take me to the end of the world. Let's go. Symbolism. Symbolism's for cowards. And I am not a coward. I am not a coward. Ah, I see. Apocalypse. Ah, lovely. It looks beautiful. Gotta love it when the sky burns. Queen shit, to be honest. Hang on a sec. I need to find a mender, dude. My gear is in slightly bad shape. Unless I can mend it myself. How much of it can I... Oh, I can barely do any of it myself. Oh no, I don't have any grade 8 dark matter. How could this happen? Okay, well. Yes, for now, I'm just gonna have to, kind of curious what the Skywatcher says. Oh, damn it, well, that would mean going back, so... Well, rally, and not a moment too soon. The skies over Garlemald are ablaze, but it's events on the ground that concern me. As you have heard, your fellow Scions arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greetings short after we received word from our troops of the Magna Glaciers that the Forum's airship has landed. It was then the heavens began to burn. I dispatched your friends at once to ensure the refugees come to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we will discuss that later. I trust you're ready to depart? Okay. Oh boy. We go it.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same room we fled.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste.
Oh boy.
Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
God, Fortuno. Fortuno has lost control of the narrative, it seems.
How?
Leave the fighting to us, Father. You must lead the people to safety.
I can handle this pair. You?
Shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Yes. He's so proud of him. He's so proud of him. Oh shit, wait, I don't know how to play Sage. Wait.
I'll command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
Okay,
Help is at hand.
Lever diagnose. Lever diagnosis, okay. Doses, lever doses, lever toxicon. Okay, cool. Wait, okay. Will this work on him? Oh, it does. Okay, I got it. Oh shit! Oh no!
Leave it to me.
I love to pew. No, guys, no. You're not supposed to be sad. No, stop being sad. No. Just stop being sad, forehead. Oh boy.
Those who can stand, come with me.
No. Ah! It's okay.
You're safe now.
You are safe. Simply calm down. It's okay. A little guy is here to rescue you.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Oh. He's doing so good. Also, like, Sage? Kinda cool, not gonna lie.
Not for the refugees, but for yourself, boy.
Bitch, shut the fuck up, Fortuna. Nice dash, Justinian. Sage, like, yeah, I'm sure Sage is really fun, but it just, like, I love how it looks. I hate having to click on them. Oh boy. That slide cast though. That's what we do. That's what we call lag. Does take a lot of learning. Yeah, you see, I don't play healer really, so I would probably struggle a little bit. Stage feels weak at 90. Who cares, honestly? Who gives a shit how good it is? There's no meta in this game. There's less reactive potency than most healers. I see, okay. So it's like you need to like think ahead a little bit. It's like Scholar. I mean, like, it is a barrier healer, isn't it? Like, it is a barrier healer, so like, yeah, that makes sense. Of course it would have less. Of course it would have less reactive healing than, say, White Mage.
Hard, but not hard enough.
Yeah. Wait, what is this? Oh, right, this is a really big one. Okay. This is an OGCD heal. I kind of missed this skill. Kind of missed this skill, look at that. Healing Dark Knight as a stage. It just made the generic noise. The Dark Knight uses Living Dead, you're fucked, you just don't have the healing.
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Can...
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
Oh boy.
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Hell yeah.
Wait, that's
Yeah!
Euless and the
Euless!
army. So, you've recovered then?
Let's go, Euless! Let's go!
To be of aid, for once.
Oh my god, okay. Oof. It's our boy, he's here.
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Let's go. Let's go, Euless.
Of that I've no doubt.
Stop smirking, Estimian. You look stupid. You look stupid, Estimian.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were supposed to be impartial.
Oh,
Yes!
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Oh dear.
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Aliza, you're such a badass. I love you.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
Let's go. Come on, where's that Exarch?
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices.
one. Let me play Alizé. Yes, let's go. Okay. Also, I want to turn the music up a bit as well. The music's a little quiet in these cutscenes. Haha, she's so small. Okay, let's go. We got Scorch combo. Okay. Let's go! And... Blah! What is this? Oh, okay, yeah, that's that. The cure, counter, okay. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah! Oh, shit. You're holy. Scorch! I fucking love Graha and Alizé. I love them so much. They're so good. Oh, hello, that was a break.
I'm fine.
And Verflare. Then, hiya! Yeah, yeah, yeah! For holy. Yeah, Scorch is an AoE now, yeah.
Not today.
Ouch. I fucking love Scorch, dude. She's growl, I'm fine. Yeah, she does, yeah.
I'm not done yet.
None to worry about. The air crackles with energy. Find cover!
Oh boy.
As they say, turnabout's fair play.
Do they say that? I don't know what that means, Alizé. Well, I want to Scorch then Limit Break. Scorch then Limit Break. Let me Scorch then Limit Break. Let's go. And then... Vermilion Pledge! Yes! That's so cool. Alright, nice. Let's go. I finally got LB as Alizé. There'll be nothing left of you but a smoking crater.
There's not the barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
That sucks. Hate that. Oh,
Thank you for
Alize.
saving our lives once again.
Alize, whose entire thing is just she's really, really dedicated to saving people, can't save them.
I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand. I'm glad you're still in one piece. Or you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
I love Alize so much, dude. She's so good.
Look out!
Huh? Oh god, okay. Oh no! Oh shit. Hey! That's my line.
Get out of here!
That's my thing. I'm supposed to do that. It's the trailer moment.
I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve.
Graha, you're so badass, dude.
Get it together, Alize. You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of her as it is. You mustn't let Eorzea's hero fight alone.
Speaking of, hi, it's me.
Oh.
This is precisely why you should never skip your score regimen. Oh!
I can look after myself, you know.
Oh my god.
Everything's in order, I trust?
Apart from the sky burning, yeah. We're doing great.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
Come on, let's go. The A-team is back, baby. Let's go. Oh god.
Oh, a trio for the ages.
You will fight as Belrali Songbird. This theme though, holy shit!
Just the beginning.
You will play yourself. Thanks, Remy.
I
I had a feeling I'd find you here.
Estinian! And Alphino, let's go.
Troublemakers. With me!
Interesting how people are watching me move like that. You guys are being too nice about me playing this very simple class. Oh wait, no, I don't need this.
On your feet.
Leave the healing to me. I am in your debt.
Now, where were we?
I fucking love that G'raha tier plays the riskiest out of everyone. Like, Estinian knows when to back off and when to engage, and G'raha just, like, goes for it. G'raha's like, full melee uptime only. Or report. He's a greedy goat? Nah, mate, he's a cat. Yeah, using that, using the gap closer and then the dash back to actually, like, cover a larger distance is something that I don't see many people do. Probably because it's not that useful. Or at least it wasn't in Shadowbringers. It might be more useful now. Since ranged attacks don't ruin your combos anymore.
You must board without delay. The ship will depart ere long.
It's very stylish, yeah. Well, I mean, I did need to do it there, otherwise I would have been caught in the explosion, so... I would have been caught in that particular AoE. But it was also to make up for a mistake that I made. But, you know, it is what it is.
Your offer
That
to
was fun,
host us
so.
in Sharlayan is most appreciated. But will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Nonsense! Sharlayan's
Your
great!
hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades. Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread. I cannot promise you complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable. Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon.
The moon!
Join us on our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to Old Charlian. Please.
Oh, I love Animal Crossing.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat-Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
Oh dear. Run, dude, run! Run, dude, go! Go, dude, go! Go! Go, go, go! Aha!
Xenos! Here!
What did I fucking say? What did I fucking say? What did I say? I said he was gonna have to fucking ally with us at some point. Because this isn't what he wants. He got betrayed by Fandaniel and now he's all on his own. He's all alone. He's all alone. I fucking knew it. I knew it was gonna have to be like, hey, we can either fight each other and die, or we can work together, we can form a shaky alliance and live. And then we can have our fight later.
You'll be alright. Hurry to the airship. Why have you come?
I'm 5 years old.
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying.
They changed his title too. He's Viator.
Sport, alas.
Viator Galvez.
Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
Oh, I love you, Alice. Holy shit.
That is and has ever been my sole concern.
I guess I gotta readjust my. I need to readjust my bandana because it's going a little. He's not even lying with us. He just saw something with that. I want to kill it. Well, I mean, like he knows that the final days was not Xenos' aim at any point. So, if anything, he was betrayed. He was betrayed, in the end, by the only person who still worked with him, who still wanted him around. So, what else is he gonna fucking do? He can't have his rematch if the world ends, My bestie, my worst. not fit to temper my blade. My bestie, my worst. Yeah, he was trying to use Fandaniel. He didn't even notice that he was the one getting used. Like, he was completely, like... Xenos totally thought that, like, he was using Fandaniel to his own ends. And that, like, it didn't even cross his mind. Because, I mean, he's used to being on top. He's used to being, like, the most, you know, he's used to being the one that uses. He's not used to being used. So, you know, it was actually pretty easy for Fandaniel to manipulate him into achieving his ends, and then Fandaniel fucking wins. So yeah, of course he's here. Of course he's here. Of course he's fighting beasts and shit. He doesn't want the final days. He wants to fight us. He wants to recreate the most epic battle he can. So that he can finally get a semblance of what it feels like to be alive. And he believes that this is the only way to do it.
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
Oh, he's jelly. He's jelly.
Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So I hone my blade, and I wait.
He's literally just out here like, he's literally out here like, I was meant to be your greatest enemy. And yet, all you do is fight gods and shit. What about us? I thought we had something special. He's literally like Joker and Batman in the fucking, He's like Joker in the Lego Batman movie. He's like, you can either win the day, or you can finally capture me, your greatest enemy. And we're just like, wait, what? Wait, you think you're my greatest enemy? He's like, well, yes, of course. Who else would it be? It's like, Hydaelyn. Hydaelyn's not a bad guy. It's like, well, you know, I'm just fighting a few different people. I like to fight around, you know? Does he have a magnetic back? Nope, it's just cool. True story role is Clingy X. The biggest antagonist of all. Like, you think you're my greatest enemy? It's like, yeah, who else would it be? Crystals are my greatest enemy. True, actually, yes. Like, who could you possibly be fighting that's more important than me? Like, Hydaelyn? Hydaelyn's not a bad guy. What are you doing? Oh, you know, Emmett Selk? It's like, no! No, it's not! I'm your greatest enemy. It's like, pff, okay. Sure, whatever you say, man. Like, whatever. It's like literally looking around at the world ending. It's like, yeah, sure. Sure, man. Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, so you did all this, huh? This was all you? It wasn't anybody else. You didn't get tricked by anyone into making all this happen. You know? It's like, yeah, you're the one who tricked Fandaniel into making all of this happen, clearly. Like, well, no. Like, well, no, I suppose I was tricked a little bit and betrayed. I love him. I love this fucking idiot. I love this fucking idiot boy.
That's it. That's all you care about.
Yeah. Yeah, your Emperor sucks, dude.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland The nation you rule is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians.
Oh,
Murdered
God.
by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last.
Swear to God, if this turns Euless into a fucking blasphemy, I'm gonna be
While
so
we who
mad.
survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did. For what?
Damn.
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
God, I hate you so much.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Euless, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
I can't help but feel like someone's getting called out right now.
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience when put to proof. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their ends? Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want, not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
Just the idea that like Xenos just doesn't understand like metaphors, and so he just goes like, Alizé's like, no one will give you the time of day if all you do is pursue your own hedonistic desires. And he's like, I don't need anyone to tell me the time of day. I have a watch and a telephone that tells me where I press the button. It's just like, why would I need anyone to tell me? I can just press the home button on my mobile phone, and it will tell me exactly what the time is. I don't even need to look at the sky. Technology is amazing, Alizé. But also, holy shit, get his ass.
Alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Allegan technology is truly incredible.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but
I
I've
love
asked
how
mine to remain for the time being.
just love how, like, I just love how Alizé just, like, is completely fucking right, too. She's just like, look, man. She's, like, giving it to... She's, like, probably one of the only people to, like, ever actually speak to Xenos, like, in a way that wasn't either, like, blowing smoke up his ass or just, like, trying to, you know, like... You know... Or just, like, trying to either, you know, damn him to the hell or whatever without, like, recourse or anything like that. It's actually just, like... Alice is just like, look, man, like, I'm gonna level with you. You suck. You suck. And you're gonna die alone. And you're gonna deserve it. If you don't, like, you know, if you don't, like, change. If you don't find a way to change, you're just gonna, like, you're gonna live out this meaningless existence. And then you're just gonna die. You know? You're just gonna die alone, and it will be entirely your fault. Like, it's just, you know? It's like, you know, you will have had every chance to change, and you just never would have. And Xenos just doesn't have a response. He just fucking walks off. He doesn't have a response. Like, it's hard to tell if he thinks, if, like, he's even listening. It's hard to tell if he's even, like, internalized it. Because he just fucking knows. He knows that, like... Because, like, he knows that his life is completely meaningless. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a complete nihilist. Like, he's just in this... He is like Fandaniel in a lot of ways, in the sense that he is just, like, pursuing this very hedonistic, nihilist, like, catharsis that he wants. But, like, he's never going to be satisfied. You know, the only way that he's going to be satisfied is if he just fucking dies. Like, that's the only way that he will ever find, like, anything is just, like, dying. Like, is, like, in that exact moment before he just fucking dies. That's, like, the only time he's ever felt anything. You know? I can't help but feel sorry for him, honestly, because he is just kind of pathetic. Like, Xenos, for all of his power and might, is just pathetic. He's just this pathetic creature. There's barely a recognizable, like, human soul. There's barely a recognizable soul at all in there, like, within his shell. But yeah. It was neglected as a child. Now look him, he grew up wrong. Like, yeah. Yeah, he wasn't given the chance. He's just been grown into this, like... You know, he was just forged in a... He was forged under the thumb of a guy who just... Or, like, in the shadow of a dude who knew only hate. Knew only hate and agony and war. You know, and he never learned. And now he's like... There's just nothing to him. He's just this husk of a person. He's just this empty husk of a person, just bereft of love and life and anything else. Like no joy, nothing, just only like adrenaline and instinct and death. It's pathetic. Like he's just like all of this, so much death and destruction in his wake, so much pain and agony, so much neglect, just so much like horrible shit, and the only thing it produced is this just pathetic creature. This pathetic creature who is only good at destroying things. You know? And I can't help but feel kind of fucking sad about it. Like, I just look at Xenos and I just think, what a fucking waste. You know? And all he has is this singular drive to just die again. Paperback side story, and that was him killing someone and being so close to death that it gave him some semblance of thrill, and it's sad. Yeah, exactly. That's why he wants to kill us again. Well, that's why he wants us to kill him. That's why he wants to fight us again, because that was like the closest he's ever gotten to like feeling something. That's like the closest evidence he's ever gotten to like him actually being alive, rather than just being like a beast that just walks the earth and is possessed of flesh, but like, you know, like it's in this empty and this similitude of, you know, this facsimile of life that he has, that is just like him, just, you know, the most significant thing that Xenos has ever created is his footprint. You know? And even when he was on his quest to regain that like little tiny bit of catharsis that he got in the moment where we kicked his ass, he just got used. He just got used, and he didn't even notice. Like, he didn't even realize that he was getting used, because he's just so fucking empty that he doesn't, like, even think about... Like, he's so absorbed, like, in himself and his own, like, loneliness and his own like, he's so isolated from everyone that he couldn't even see what was happening right in front of him. You know? Because, like, I seem to remember, like, when Fandaniel jumps into the Zodiac, you know, Manussi, the moon pussy, you know, the Manussi. When Fandaniel jumps in, he looks kind of hurt. Like, Xenos looks kind of shocked. He looks a little bit like, oh. You know? He's like, oh. Like, he's kind of hurt. He's like, man, that was all for fucking nothing. Shit. Also, I need to give a compliment to Bailey Cat Games. Bailey Cat Games, you're looking beautiful today, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. He's just an adrenaline junkie in the purest sense. I mean, I guess. But even then, it's just like nothing really gives him any adrenaline. Like, it's just all he wants is that thrill, and all he wants is to recapture that thrill that he felt in his final moments. Like, he is like just the ultimate nihilist. You know? Like, just this ultimate, like, you know, Machiavellian nihilist who just knows, that, like, everyone around him has always just been out for themselves and out to serve their own power, including his father, you know, who just did everything in his power to just accumulate more and more and more. And then, you know, and the fact that like him and Fandaniel just decided to bring Varys back in the form of Anima is like pretty damning, I think, for how Xenos just completely had no connection. Because like Xenos had no connection with his father, because otherwise he probably would have objected to bringing his father back as a, you know, as a warped resemblance of, or a warped representation of just pure agony. Just, yeah, like, I find him fascinating, because he's just, like... And then, like, that bit where he's like, would you prefer it if I had a good reason? He's like, what reason would satisfy you for, like, why I do the things I do? You know? He's like, I do the things I do because... He's like, I do the things I do because there is no fucking point in doing anything else. You know? Like, I do the things I do because I know... Like, I know what I want. I know what I want, and everything else just pales in comparison. You know, not that he's ever tried, particularly. But, my god, like, it's just... The psychology of this bitch is incredible. Like... Just this... Like, this is why I just find him so compelling. I find him so compelling because he's just so singular in mind of just what he wants. And just his reasons for doing so. Like, yeah, it's real refreshing to see someone so bluntly unapologetic. Yeah, it's literally like, you know, even Fandaniel had, like, reasons. Xenos just doesn't. Xenos doesn't even have a reason. He's like, yeah, I did all of this, and it fucked up, and I don't even feel it. Like, yeah, I destroyed my entire country, and it was all to no end. Like, it was pointless. Like, it's you know, I destroyed my entire country, and I got nothing from it. It was completely pointless. Specifically, it's only pointless because he didn't get what he wanted, as well. Like, not because, you know, this is a ridiculous thing to destroy an entire fucking country over. Not that there is any real reason you should destroy an entire country. But he's just like, yeah, I didn't get what I wanted, so it was just completely pointless. There's no point. No point in anything that I just did, so... But he doesn't even feel slightly bad about it. He's like... The only thing he feels bad about is not getting what he wanted. Like, that's the only thing he feels bad about. He feels bad about the fact that he got betrayed and used, and then didn't, and that meant that he couldn't get what he wanted. That's it. That's the only remorse he has. Is the fact that it's just like, ugh, well, now I have to go and do it all again. Literal child. Yeah, exactly. What else is he gonna be? Like, he was never fucking raised. You know, he's like Vorthri. He's honestly very similar to Vorthri in that way. Vorthri was just a child in a man's body. Except where Vorthri was, like, throwing tantrums, Xenos doesn't. Xenos just internalizes everything. There's no emotion at all. He just internalizes it as like, oh, well, that was a waste, wasn't it? Like, he doesn't even feel bad about it. No regret. Just nothing. He's like, well... Like he says, you know, what a waste of effort. He's just, like, the only thing he's sad about is the fact that he put a lot of effort in. Like, it's so good. Like, it's just, it's such a good way of writing just, like, a pretty straightforward villain. But also, like, a way of writing the immovable object. You know? This like, or the unstoppable force, I guess, is more what he is. Like, he just, yeah. Because, of course, like, yeah, he's an unstoppable force. He will stop at nothing to get what he wants. Like, so of course he's the only thing he's upset about is the fact that he spent a lot of effort and it was all for nothing. You know? And only from his perspective, too. I just love it how just in this moment, he's just a completely, like, isolated... He's a completely isolated mind. Even more so now that he doesn't even have Fandaniel around. Like, he doesn't even have... He has literally no one. Like, Xenos has literally nobody. He's got, like, an army of rabid, like, zombies. You know? Like, the Telophoroi are just... Yeah, the Telophoroi are just, like, creatures of instinct now. They're not even, like... You know, they're not even bending to his whims anymore because he doesn't have anima or anything. Like, he doesn't have any way of controlling them. He doesn't have anima anymore. So they're just, like... They've just reduced themselves to, like, beings of pure instincts. And, you know, we can cure them as much as we can, but, like, you know, we're not going to be able to cure all of them. And what else has he got? He's got his scythe. That's like it. He's got his scythe and his desire for just some petty squabble that he has, that he's made everybody else's problem. You know? Like this petty squabble that he has made everyone else's problem. Just because of his blind faith that anyone else would give a shit about what he wants. You know? Like his blindness to the fact that, like, you know, even though he had a co-conspirator, like, he was just completely blind to the betrayal. You know? He was so absorbed in his singular purpose that he just, like, or maybe he did know that Fandaniel was gonna betray him and he just didn't care. You know? He just, like, in his apathy, he just couldn't bring himself to give a shit. Like, just, I find it's really interesting that, like, the enemy of us, the antagonist here is apathy. You know, versus, like, compassion. Like, versus, like, a passionate will to live. And a passionate love for being alive and for experiencing the world versus just complete apathy. Complete internal, introspective apathy. That is now being made, that, like, is externally expressed by by being destructive. Versus, you know, the will to live and build. It's just like, he's a perfect foil. He's a perfect foil. Like, he's completely perfect. Because we do good things for no reason, the same way that he does bad things for no reason. You know? He's such a perfect foil. I think he's just, honestly, like, I'm really glad that they're not trying to pull the sob story on us. You know? Like, we already know enough about Xenos that we can decide for ourselves whether or not we hate him, or we feel sad for him, or we feel sorry for him, or whatever. But it's like, there's one thing for certain that everybody knows, and that is that he needs to be stopped. Because if he doesn't get stopped, he's going to destroy everything, and it's going to be completely pointless. He's tuck my hair back.
There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
I haven't read the Xeno short story, actually. I know vaguely a little bit what it's about, but I haven't read any. I don't really read that much, like, third-party material. Or short stories in particular. I'm, like, not really that big into the lore. I want to be, and I will get into the lore in my next playthrough, but right now, for me, it's, like, a bit too late. There's, like, too much. There's a bit too much. I need to, like, come at it from the beginning again. But, yeah. And also, I'm never aware of when these short stories come out. They seem to just pass me by, and I don't know why. And so I just end up with this catalog of stuff I need to read, and I never get around to it. So no, I haven't read the short story, is the answer to that question.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned.
Oh god, my brain.
If you would like to join as well, Eulus, we can speak of recent events on the way.
I'm so glad that Eulus managed to lead the Legion. Like, honestly, Eulus deserves it, to be honest.
He'll be off to your seat on the forum next.
His face, oh my god. Fucking love you, Estinian. What a prick. I love him so much. Estinian really out here just being like, you should be proud of your son, by the way. It's like, hey, Fortuno, hey, Fortuno, hey, Fortuno. Your son did a really good thing today. You should be proud of him. We couldn't save them all, but if we'd arrived any later, it would have been a massacre. Things were looking bleak until you and the First turned up. Well, there'll be time later to discuss your journey to the First. There is one thing I must ask. Did you perchance speak with our friends in the Crystarium? I did, yeah. Lena and Becklug both warned me against overexerting myself. Strange that they would express such similar sentiments, identical in fact, but their advices duly noted. Oh my god. That the final day should manifest here too. After everything these people have suffered, it is a fate cruel beyond words. Nevertheless, with allies old and new at our side, there is yet a reason to be hopeful. Been a while since we last spoke. For some time I was not myself. Lucy and the others told me what happened that night, and about the events that took place while I was receiving treatment. It was only then that I realized the lengths you and yours go to. I know I might never be able to repay you, but I'll be damned if I don't try. And most of all, I want to thank you, all of you, for everything you've done and continue to do for the sake of my people. He's like, look at me. I'm the father figure now. I am the father figure to Alphino now. Thank you, Great Dane, for following. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. At the very least, I'm glad our own members are accounted for. This is the contingent's base of operations, I take it. Of a sort, yeah. Have I spoken to everyone? I think so. Where's Lise? Where's my wife? Maxima's still here. Actually, no, Lise went back, didn't she? She's not here anymore. See Xeno standing there, so uncaring and unrepentant. God, I don't know what came over me. I just blurted out the first thing that came to my mind. But looking back on it, I stand by those words. I would say I hope that won't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Yeah, he probably doesn't. He probably has no idea. Anyway, enough about all that. It's good to see you again. Da, 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 da. Let's open this. Oh, this is the steampunk sword. Yeah. Oh damn. Get rid of this. Fuck you. Goodbye. I already have like 2 of you. I don't need you. I have 2 Byakko swords already. Why do I have a... Like, why do I have this? Why do I have these? Go away! I don't even play healer. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to sort my items. I don't even have, like, monk leveled past, like, level 35. Okay. A golf bag for my swords, yeah. These in the armory chest. It's not the right one!
No major injuries then. Good. I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Fortuneau Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
She's like, yeah, I already know. About the spinny thing that Xenos used to have. True, true. My sword
Another
magazine.
trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
Fucking expressions.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuneau. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course,
Anger.
you'll find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. for not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks. Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait. Did you hear something just now?
Fucking cat. Oh no. 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 Not you. Get away. What? Oh no. Pudding way.
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
Ah, I see. It is the rabbits of tonal shift. They are here.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night, and to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort.
I hate you. Now give me a
Tis
kiss.
heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
God damn it. Riley's just there, just like, I hate you so much. Now come here. Now come here, I'm gonna give you a kiss. Just fucking grabs him by the stupid astrology and closes. Mwah. Fucking headbutts him.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Nay.
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
For fuck's sake. Verily.
To summarize, we're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans.
Not living way. Verily, my nuts art frozen off. Mine testicles are my icicles now. Lest I not get inside. I cannot believe this is the bastard that I decided to ship my Warrior of Light with, huh?
Folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed.
I love you, Living Way.
So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Aetheris. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
Before the impending doom. It's absolutely marvelous. Why is this guy speak like Cartman?
And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more.
Hey, maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom.
I love you so much.
As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal.
I love the Loporrits so much, man.
We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit.
Oh.
From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
I love them so much, dude. I love them.
Forgive me, but are they...
I can't get over how good the Loporrits are, and I hate it. Like, I almost hate how good they are. Because they make me just want to, like, play this entire game just about them. Like, how dare you come in here and ruin the tone?
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow! Well met! You'd be a member of the Forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last.
She's just so cute! She's so cute, I can barely focus on what she's saying.
I'm Livingway, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
Just like, I know what we need to avert the final days. Just grab Livingway and just make more.
I bid you welcome to our star, Livingway.
Love that he's never seen them too.
I thank you for traveling
He has no
such a
idea.
distance to meet us.
Like, I wonder what he was imagining. I wonder, like, what he was imagining lived on the moon. Like, I bet he was imagining, like, you know, maybe, like, you know, extraterrestrials of, like, unknowable form, or maybe, like, you know, giants, like, Goliaths living, you know, giants on the moon or something, like, just, you know, he's like, well, they must have been big enough to, you know, turn the moon into a spaceship, so they must be really big, right? Really big and strong. It's like, nah, they're just bunnies. They're just little rabbits. And Fortuno's like... Fortuno's just like... Bunny rabbits. I was watching Zumi's VOD, like Sammy's VOD the other day. Or yesterday, actually. I got to the bit where she says that, like, Heidelin is like a high femme queen. Because she just makes cute shit. She makes cute things. And how it's... and she's like, Heidelin's just there like, I need to make sure that, you know, the people of my star, the people of this world, mankind that I love so much, that I have nothing but adoration and hope for, I need to make sure they have, just in case we fail, there needs to be some form of escape. There needs to be some form of escape that we can use. And it needs to be tended by, I need to create minions, I need to create people that will tirelessly work to see my plans through after I'm gone. Bunny. Fucking bunny. It's like, I shall give them form, and their form shall be... Vanui.
You got bigger things to worry about than looking stupid.
Oh shit!
Nui is giving me diabetes.
Thank you, JVC, for the £3.77 donation. Thank you so much. Bunny. You want that beast tribe and you want it now? Or is it no? No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth he shall have cat ears. Hydaelyn's the equivalent of the pro FPS gamer having the pink bunny skin on their gun. Hydaelyn plays, like, Halo Infinite and she has the cat ears on her armor. She has the cat ears on her armor, like, in Halo Infinite.
As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Sharlayan, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
You know what? Maybe because of just, like, how traumatic everything is, Hydaelyn was like, you know what? I'm going to engage in some self-care, and I'm going to use my creation magics to make some really cute shit. Like, just after it was so horrible, you know, the horrible experience of, like, having to effectively betray her people for their own good and sunder the world, you know, like, have her and her followers, you know, turn her into a giant, or, like, you know, provide her a case of crystalline light to be in. That she would serve as the heart of. She was just like, man, it's also fucking depressing, man. Like, Jesus Christ, like, she's covered in blood. You know, she's covered in the blood of her people, like, metaphorically and physically. And she just she's just like, sitting there just being like, I need some retail therapy.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperites made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my
heart. Good to haveth you back. You stupid bastard, I'm gonna kiss you.
Time, at least. Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well.
I want those two to fuck so bad, dude. You
Will
don't
thou attend
understand.
us at the forum
These two,
and lend thine own wisdom?
Belrali and Urianger, dating. Putting away still in the background.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Like Belle's new hair? Me too.
You'll warm
Nice.
up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Oh yeah, Alize never saw them either. Alize, Alphino, and Graha never saw them either. It was just Thancred, Ishtola, and Uri, and us. Oh hey, free teleport. What do you know? I dare say Master Fortuneau was as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Hydaelyn's lunar custodians, as he will soon discover they have much and more to offer the Forum. Might I suggest we return to the Annex forthwith? Thank you, Sorelia and My Blue Otter, for following. We may yet have time to discuss thy recent adventures ere we are summoned to the rostra. The specimen that came from the moon. Oh wait, is this gonna be hunts about like the fucking... Unless Shallian be so cozy? I don't know, honestly. It's grown on me a little bit. I mean, I still fucking hate Shallian. Doesn't make me sad that Izael would have really loved them. Yeah, I should love the Moogle. Yeah. I wanted to see Mo and Breeder interact with them. I want to see Mo and Breeder interact with the fucking Loperites, but you know, we'll never have that, will we? We'll never have that, will we? Because we can't have good characters in this game. Oh, thank you, JVC, for gifting a sub to Noga. Thank you. The alert didn't appear because I don't have the alert box on that screen. Not that I'm complaining, Oriange, but I wasn't quite expecting you to see quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Aetheris, I inadvertently awaken in the Eloperites' desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Ryle tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I have news to share regarding our study of the Ethereal Sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Heidelin's Elpis flower lead? Well, I went back in time. Yeah, I'm sorry, you missed Alize calling Xenos a bitch. Unfortunately, yes, you did miss this. Was missed. 8 hours later. Then this dynamis is what drives the final days. And if it... Considering, like, how bad I am at telling stories that, like, get really lengthy, because I tend to just, like, go off on details a lot. I'm, like, honestly amazed that the Warrior of Light is able to sum up anything that has ever happened to them. If id and Akasha are one and the same, this all but proves Nidana's theory. Were an entity, through sheer force of emotion, to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass that even of ether. But if our star is so replete with ether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamis of the Great Expanse. Meteon. Or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred, drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose, the destruction of Aetheris. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim, to defeat Meteon. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Meteon and we deliver the world from the final days, but to even attempt it there are two conditions. First, we must determine her location. Before Meteon escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Vanar, the woman who would become Heidelin. The implications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Heidelin and the Vanar you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities as an all-powerful being, I'd wager that Heidelin possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. Hi, Pella. Hi, sweetie. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetheris, not to stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Meteon? The Vanar I know would never give up. Beat that, Meteon. I'm banning you. You're banned. That's my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. So what's the second condition? We must find a means to reach Meteon. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. Spaceship! It do be spaceship time, though. Then communing with Heidelin must by necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not, though we enlisted the help of Arnvold and other Echo-blessed allies. We couldn't detect so much as a whisper from Hydaelyn, even from within the anti-tower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Hydaelyn. If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the ethereal sea, built closer to home. Take care, Quinn. Sorry to interrupt, we've just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Nice that they're finally working with us. And Father was able to persuade them. Finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Forum is in session, and as such, the rostra is closed to visitors. Literally just got invited, dude. Scion of the Seventh Dawn. Very well, you may wait in the corridor. Of course, entry will only be permitted on the condition you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget, this sacred institution holds rational discourse in the highest. The implements of war are expressly forbidden. Okay, well, I'm just taking it in anyway. Or, I mean, like, you know, I'll unequip it. Or at least I'll make it look like I don't have it equipped. You know? At the very least. Pretty. Pembro, pretty. Pembro, pretty.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I mean, what is it first? Tell me what it is, Alphino.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far.
Okay, I guess we just don't need to know. Fine.
Agreed. I will present our queries so that you
Okay.
may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus.
It's so funny how similar the forum and the convocation conduct themselves. Where like no individuality. Everyone like wears these, you know, veils that cover their faces the same way that Amarotines wear masks. Like, and I know I've been saying this since like before Endwalker came out that like Amarot and Sharlayan are the same. They're basically like they are exactly the fucking same. In like so many ways, right down to the Greek influences. Although also another thing that is interesting is the fact that like Sharlayan and Amarot are basically the same. And Sharlayan is obviously based off of Greece, right? Obviously based off of, you know, ancient Greece, like mythical, like or rather the mythical idea that we have of ancient Greece, right? And then the world unsundered with the ancients, they are all named after Greek gods. So it's like they're like the myth for the myth, you know? They're like even further beyond, like rather than it being, you know, based on the mythical interpretation of actual Greek history, they're based and red-pilled. They're based on the, you know, the mythical properties of the myth. Like they're all named, you know, everything here all has, you know, Greek names. They're all, you know, there's all the fucking, there's the Forum, there's, you know, fucking like Labyrinthos, all those like Greek inspired names. And then there's also, you know, even beyond that, there are one's based on the history, another on the pantheon. Exactly. Yeah. I just find that really interesting that like these two societies are very similar in a lot of ways. And the game like really punctuates this by punctuates the Asians and the ancients rather as being more of the kind of closer to heavenliness, like closer to the heavenly and the divine, because of like how, you know, how they, to us, they are basically gods, like, you know, creation magics and everything. Like that is a god power. Like that is, you know, the power to create is like the power to create new things is definitely a you know, more of a godlike power, whereas like we're good at, you know, manipulating what's already there. And so it's like it's presenting, you know, it's presenting like both, you know, like Sharlayan is like the more grounded mirror to the very divine mythical version of the world unsundered, but they both based on the same things.
You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzadhan. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude,
love Reacher
we
so
will
much.
endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenor and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies.
Sure. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they would send their own people first. They're still, you know, a country. They're still leading a country, you know. They still have people to lead. He's a bit glib, though. He's a little bit glib. Be like, well, first we're going to take care of our own. And everyone else can get, like, a little bit fucked, you know.
Radzat Han was foremost among these. But since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
Okay.
An
God, my hair is
ambitious plan.
so fucking...
You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
My hair's killing me. I gotta put on my bandana again. This is a thing that... This is like a regular occurrence every stream, by the way. Is that like my hair will just slowly... Like my hair and my bandana and my headphones will slowly push each other back until I need to readjust it. Until I need to put it back on. To keep the fucking hair out of my face.
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
Yes, please tell us. Please tell us now.
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside,
Damn, they are... Kryl is mad. Kryl is pissed. Holy shit. Kryl did not like that.
are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
"'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the Anti-Tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino.
This fucking guy.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself. Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it. Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Okay. Would be nice to go speak with Heidelin, to be honest. Pulling ourselves, completion of the arc is the way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. I like to think it is not, but it might behoove us to learn how the Etherburner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. Yes, probably. That would help. Okay. Shit. Alright, well. We're doing that, I guess. We're now getting involved in complicated ether physics. I'm sure Estinian, of all people, will be very helpful in this affair. Oh, God. Goodness me. Holy shit. I find it just fascinating, like, how much, like... So Balrali, once again, was put into a situation. Ow! My mic attacked me again. See what else has to say first. The further we pursue the mysteries of the universe, the more I struggle to comprehend the fortuitous nature of time itself. We measure and quantify it based on observations of celestial bodies, such as the sun and moon, but from your account it is unclear whether the ancients viewed time in a similar manner. I mention this because while Vanar knew the final days would reoccur at a defined point in the future, she presumably had no way of knowing exactly when. Even so, the completion of the Forum's preparations to escape the moon aligning so closely with the advent of the final days is surely no coincidence. Perhaps if Midgard Solmer was still alive, in the traditional sense that is, he could have offered to help the vessel attain the necessary speeds. Then again, there's no guarantee his contribution would make much of a difference to the matter. Of late, I have seen no sign of the Loporrits. This being their first opportunity to experience the wonders of Sharlayan, the potential for misadventure is nigh infinite. My affinity for espionage may have earned me the title of Archon, but I was completely unaware of the Forum's plans. There may have been clues here and there, but had I been of a mind to look for them, there may have been Reading! My affinity for espionage may have earned me the title of Archon, but I was completely unaware of the Forum's plans. There may have been clues here and there, had I been of a mind to look for them, but contemplating that possibility only serves to further wound my pride. Not that anyone could have realistically surmised that their brilliant stratagem was to build a giant ship, fly to the moon, a still larger vessel in truth, and use that to travel to another star. Even now, the whole idea seems positively absurd when spoken aloud. Indeed. His father seems so eager to help. Maybe we could have him educate us about the Afterburner. The Afterburner? The Etherburner. Am I stupid? While I very much take issue with the Forum's approach to selecting whom to save and when, they're not wrong for wanting to minimize potential conflicts. Fortunately, if this plan of ours actually works, the Great Exodus itself will become entirely unnecessary. But also, like, what if we did it anyway? What if we went and explored space anyway? What if that's where we go next? We go and explore space. Phew, I'll admit, bringing up the issue of the Forum's incomplete arc was more than a little daunting. They were, to their credit, quite open about the current state of affairs. What was even more surprising, though, was when they took Alphinaud up on his offer. I'm a little vexed that we've yet to learn of the Forum's replacement for the Anti-Tower, though I expect that in time they'll share that too with us, and with Master Matoya if they've any sense. Well, I mean, they've demonstrated multiple times that sense is not their strong suit. But yeah, like, I really am, like, we must be going, like, to the moon. Like, there must be, like, next expansion, like, 7.0 is, like, I have a feeling it is going to be, like, we just straight up go and explore, like, other worlds. Like, we go to other stars. And just see what's out there. But this time, you know, armed with the knowledge of knowing that, you know, life is suffering. That, you know, there is suffering and you cannot escape it. And therefore we won't be consumed by despair. It's just like the setting up of, like, Dynamis as, like, this force that mostly exists in space. Like, because, you know, Aetheris / Hydaelyn is, you know, so strong with ether that, like, Dynamis can't really affect it. The fact that Dynamis exists at all, that, like, Akasha is a real thing, and that it is this kind of extraterrestrial, you know, force that occupies a lot of space. And, like all of that setup is like, we must be going places. Like, we must be. Like, 7.0, we've got to be, like now, I don't think that, like, they're going to destroy the world, like, 1.0 style, because, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, because everyone who is currently playing Endwalker and has finished is, you know, still able to teleport to places, though I guess we are also able to travel back in time, but, you know. Hi, Shen. Hi. Hi, Shen. Hello. Thank you so much, Fandelicious, for the 3 months. Thank you so much. But yeah, like, I'm thinking, like, we must be, like, going places, right? We've got to be, like, going beyond the star. You know? Like, new worlds. We're going space adventure. We're going on a Final Fantasy in space. We're doing it. This might be all I have time for today, by the way. So I think I'm gonna end it now. Right, yeah, I'm gonna end. Because, yeah, no, it's, okay, yeah, no, actually, I definitely. I might have time later. It's dicey, I don't know. But, yeah, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna send you all over to my lovely roommate. Sammy, Zumi97. She's playing Yakuza Kiwami right now, and she's really enjoying it. So go and say hello to her for me. I will see you all probably tomorrow for more Endwalker MSQ, because I want to get this done. I want to get this finished soon rather than later. Especially before next week, because next week there will be some schedule changes, like a lot of schedule changes, because of, you know, IRL stuff. But yeah, please go and give Sammy all of my love, and I will also be there giving Sammy all of my love. Thank you guys for tuning in. You're great. You're wonderful. Thank you all for the support, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!